This is your WCIA 3 forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
All right, take a look at the satellite radar picture here, and you can see that it is another cloudy day across central Illinois, although it is dry for now. But more rain is in the forecast as we head into the day tomorrow. Let's take a look at temperatures here. Making it back into those mid-40s across the area. A little bit warmer to the south, 49 in Effingham right now. Shouldn't have too many issues here through this evening, although we are forecasting a little bit of fog to develop. Better chance of thunderstorms over the next couple of days. We'll talk about that and how things clear up quite nicely, just in time for the weekend when we come back. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
It's another sign of a return to normalcy, how the U of I is planning to get more students back in the classroom. And your kids are supposed to take standardized tests this year. Who's working to change that? Plus, a semi-truck fire left a huge mess on an interstate, what officials say it was carrying.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
It's a cause for celebration or a cause for concern with a plan for U of I students to return. Good evening, I'm Jessica Coons in for Paul and Jennifer. Today, the U of I announced plans to return to in-person learning for the fall semester, but they'll still have alternative options for larger classrooms and lecture halls. WCIA 3's Jared Farmer joins us live in the newsroom. So Jared, how are students feeling about this?
Jessica, when I spoke to some students on campus, many of them told me they have two minds on the subject. On the one hand, some students say they prefer having the in-person option over continuing to learn online. However, in-person classes would mean much larger crowds. In a statement, the president, Tim Killeen, says the university will continue taking measures to slow the spread of COVID on campus. But one student I spoke to says she still isn't so sure.
It's hard to get students to, come. It's hard to get students to enroll when they do not get the full campus experience. So, a part of me is happy, right? Like, hell yeah, campus is going to be back. But another part of me is like, is that safe? Is that prudent? And are we going to see another spike of cases in Champaign if we do so?
The university says their approach to opening is based on their COVID shield testing, as well as increased vaccination efforts. Open registration for all students begins May 6th. The first day of classes will take place on August 23rd. Jessica?
All right, Jared, thank you. Some other dates to look out for. Priority registration starts April 19th. Open registration for non-degree students starts July 15th. And the deadline to cancel registration is August 22nd. A state senator is trying to change a hiring process for school districts. They often spend weeks going through background checks to hire a contractor for a few days. That process repeats if a different district hires the same contractor. Senator Scott Bennett wants to allow districts to share third-party contractors' background check information.
We want to get these projects done when there's breaks in the school year, but obviously if we're taking more time to do extra checks and to look for more people to do the work, it's also wasting our taxpayer dollars.
The bill is expected to go in front of the Senate Education Committee next week. Standardized tests are an annual event for schools, but lawmakers in Springfield want to skip them this year. WCIA 3's Cole Henke has more.
School districts across Illinois are preparing for standardized testing, but lawmakers here in Springfield are asking the federal government to exempt Illinois from those tests, calling them a waste of time. The standardized tests did not change this year and include what the student was supposed to learn in the fourth quarter of last school year. Representative Sue Scheer thinks that too much time was lost in the classroom because of COVID and that students shouldn't have to take this year's tests.
I don't feel like we have a minute to spare right now within class learning time, and to take 10 days of learning right off the calendar to do testing to prove that COVID had a negative effect on our students.
Scheer and 40 other legislators signed on to the letter to the U.S. Department of Education. Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Henke, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Scheer says the tests were not changed to reflect what students learned in remote settings, and those tests have only a small effect on a school's funding. Here's a look at today's COVID numbers in Illinois. The state is reporting nearly 2,000 new cases. Another 19 people have died. The positivity rate is still 2.6%. As for vaccinations, the rolling average is more than 102,000 doses a day, the highest number to date. More than 78,000 shots were given yesterday. Nearly 4.2 million have been given out in total. This is a follow-up. Carl plans to address an issue in its billing system. We told you several people were billed a $55 administration fee after getting their COVID vaccine. Today, Carl released a statement saying it's an error in their system, they're fixing it, and want anyone who was billed to reach out to them. Roughly 17,000 inmates and staff across Illinois' correctional centers have been vaccinated, but the department wants to vaccinate tens of thousands more. It's hosting educational programs. In Illinois, nearly 11,000 inmates have been infected, along with 4,200 staff. Nearly 90 inmates and one staff member have died. Tolono police are investigating after a woman was stabbed in the eye. Police were called to Oaks mobile home community last night. They say a group of people attacked a woman over a post on social media. During that fight, someone pulled out a knife and stabbed her.
One person was hospitalized, and we're still investigating to identify who was involved.
If you know anything, you should call police. We have new details on a deadly shooting in Springfield. The Sangamon County coroner says a 24-year-old man was killed. This happened near North 9th and East Griffiths Avenue last night. A caller told police someone kicked in a back door. The victim died at the scene. Here's another follow-up. Police indicator will soon have a new way to track crime. We told you City Council approved renting 60 license plate reader cameras. They'll be placed in high crime areas. Money for the cameras comes from the DUI fund and donations made to the Johns Hill Revitalization Project.
A lot of individuals are encouraged to say something when they see something, but they're fearful. These cameras allow us to see something and say something and keep our citizens safe.
The city can rent these cameras for up to 3 years. Council members say if they significantly reduce violence, they won't need to renew. Traffic is back open after a truck hauling candy caught fire. This happened on I-57 in Coles County. Crews worked last night and this morning to clean it up. Heavy machinery was brought in to remove debris. Nobody was hurt. A firefighter says the truck driver was able to detach his trailer before the fire spread. If you live in Danville, you can now have recreational fires and burn leaves. The city's burn ban has officially been lifted. That rule was put in place to help the city's healthcare partners through the pandemic. If you plan to have an outdoor fire, you should report it to the public safety building, and you can still only burn leaves under certain conditions. More details are on WCIA.com. Librarians usually want you to return books, while one is trying to give them away instead. Plus this.
I'm Rashad Hudson in Washington. Democrats and Republicans are now weighing in on the situation at the southern border. I'll have more coming up.